Hey guys, what is going on? It's 21 Maxwell here and welcome to episode 53 of the TNA TW series. We're going to bring this episode of Impact Wrestling from the Rabobank Arena in Bakersfield, California, which is in the Southwest region. We've had a bit of bad news over the last week or so. Basically, as you saw in the last episode, we were going to offer contracts to both Bobby Roode and Ryder. Both said, we're happy with these terms. If we to choose out the two companies, we would accept your offer. And both decided to basically fuck us over and have both signed for Ring of Honor. So, both of them are getting written out today. I'm going to have to try and think of new storylines as we get on the road to Victory Road. I need to get a lot more of the talent off these pay-per-appearance deals, which was to save money and get them on these written contracts so we stop losing our big names. So Casey, we've had to bring in a new GM again to get some high ratings. That allows the lower card basically to give us a chance to build up wrestlers there and hopefully one day build our own stars, get our company sorted and finally get to national. So let's get cracking on with the show. 4 pre-show matches followed by 12 segments. A couple of good matches there. We'll get the title match between Cole and Styles. But let's get cracking, let's run the show, let's see what happens. So we start off in about some solid in-ring action but non-existent crowd heat. Christopher Daniels defeated Colt Carino in 9:49 with the last rights. A 43D and Kurt Angle did some good work at ringside. Basically just a match, giving Colby matches, well he's off television anyway, against guys that will hopefully get his performance up. And unfortunately there was no worker improvements there, but that would be a good experience for Colby Carino. Next up, and about that had some solid in-ring action but not much in the way of heat. Hikaru Shida defeated Ayako Hamada in 13:34 by disqualification. The match was too long and only got 46D, but again a good match for Shida against a very talented athlete, and she's improving her performance skills. And the match had some good action but not much in the way of heat. James Storm defeated Ryder. We had to job him out, so I thought right, we'll put Storm over him, get him a bit of momentum. By pinfall in 9:06, a 65C, good chemistry between them, no skill improvements, but you fucked me over, Zack Ryder, so you've been jobbed out there. And the main event match for the pre-show, and a match had some good action and average heat. Former rivals Hawkins and Samoa Joe collide, with Hawkins beating Joe in 9:07 by using underhanded tactics, and I guess 72 B-, a solid match between them. And Samoa Joe's improving his performance skills, so hopefully we can start pushing Hawkins as a solo athlete. So now it's time for the show in front of 7,906 people. Let's see how we go. I would consider seriously they're turning Joe or trying a new gimmick. He's become stale, says Dave Lagana. Okay, we start off Melina, which is the artist formerly known as Rosa Mendez, is Melina Ruka, so we'll just call her Melina. Has been interviewed by Matt Striker, and she hypes the upcoming match between her client Ricochet, who's debuting as well, and Manic, so that gets a 52D+, and Melina's developing better performance skills, so that's a good start. The match had some good action but not much in the way of heat. Ricochet defeats Manic in 11:07 by pinfall, illegally using the ropes for leverage, so 65C, good match between them. Manic's performance skills going up. Basically the plan is to build Ricochet up, and then they're gonna hopefully him and Melina are going to take on Rob Van Dam for that X Division title, just to freshen up the X Division scene. Thankfully he was a lightweight. I can't sign cruiserweights, which I say has been a massive hindrance to the X Division, but we'll build some stars up and hopefully we'll have that X Division flying within a year or so. Ryder is backstage, then all of a sudden he is attacked by Robbie and Jesse. This only gets a 30E+ because Jesse is of course a heel, but he is turning face right now. It's not going to work. I think it'll be a disaster. And yeah, it was a shock. We had to turn them as quick as possible with Ryder, and Ryder leaving and spawning up the tag team. So that's a shame, complete disaster, and we'll basically need to build the pro men completely up his faces now. I'm even thinking about a teal tag team, so that'll be fun. But we'll see what happens. And about that, some good action. The Hardys defeated Jacob Goodnight and Bobby Roode in 16:36 when Jeff Roode defeated Bobby Roode by pinfall with an extreme combination. Again, we're rating up Bobby Roode since he's decided to defect as well. So him and obviously Kane had some tag matches, so the Hardys, the tag champs, go over 67C+. Bobby Roode's improving all the time with Rumble and performance skills. Jeff's improving his performance skills. But that leads to post-match. Bobby Roode is in the ring out of nowhere. Kane hits the ring and attacks. The assault is quick and brutal and leaves Bobby Roode completely destroyed. An ATB segment. No worker improvements, but that's basically our way of writing off Bobby Roode as he defects to Ring of Honor with Ryder. And about that featured great action and a good crowd. AJ Styles defeated Adam Cole in 1835 by pinfall with Styles Clash. AJ Styles makes defense number 1 of his TNA Central Championship. 75B-, a good match. Unfortunately, we've only got one more appearance for AJ, so that'll be at the pay-per-view, defending his Central title, possibly for the last time. Who knows? AJ Styles improving his performance skills, but that's a good match between them. I'm happy, and that feud will continue on to the pay-per-view. And there's his opponent. AJ Styles is celebrating the ring. Hawkins runs in and attacks, beating AJ Styles down to the mat. Only a 65C, which is a bit of a shame, but we'll build up some heat with them. And about the featured great action and a good crowd, CM Punk defeated Davey Richards in 1605 by pinfall. I go to sleep. A solid 82B, a match that will hopefully get Davey Richards a bit of momentum and a bit of overness because he's pushed CM Punk to the limit. And CM Punk's flying skills and performance skills went up, so that's really good there, just to low morale of Davey Richards and a cold crowd. But that's a solid match. After it, CM Punk's just going to talk and say, this is what's next. It's the reason I've done the interview after the match. He's basically just going to talk about stuff, saying where he's going next. Matt Striker looked lost. Punk looks excellent, only a 69C+. And a match that had some good action and average heat. Our main event, Austin Aries and Team 3D defeated Chris Hero, Doug Williams and Morrison in 1803 when Austin Aries defeated Morrison by pinfall. And that's with Doug Williams off his game. Two storylines have progressed, the world title and the Team 3D one, which is good. 76B-. Morrison's improving his technical skills, Chris Hero improving performance skills. The negatives, just declining physical ability, holding back and inconsistency. And then, next up, the big surprise. Kurt Angle announces that Steve Austin has been named an authority figure in the company. It's an 86B+. Steve Austin debuts the Legend gimmick. He got an initial 88 rating. So we needed to get big names in, and somehow Austin's learned to show more charisma and developing better performance skills. So I'm absolutely delighted we got Austin in. And for the money he's on, hopefully he can get us some good show ratings. And finally, Steve Austin is in the ring with Chris Hero. He says he's booking Chris Hero to face Austin Aries in a singles match at Victory Road. If he doesn't win the match, Chris Hero, not only do you lose the championship, but you're fired, man. You're gone. You're gone from TNA. And that gets an 87B+ rated segment. Thank you, Stone Cold. And that match has already been pre-booked, so I can continue on. We end up with a 79B. I think a lot of that is down to CM Punk and Stone Cold, but that is awesome, and that improved our popularity in 17 regions. So it just shows that if you get those authority figures in that will draw the ratings, you just basically have to keep using naming segments and just have to keep trying to push the younger talent and hope that eventually they'll get over. But I say, it allows me to put jobbers in, build them up, and it allows me still to get good ratings while I've still got likes of Stone Cold on. So the feedback from the viewers has been excellent. It seems we really struck gold with the show. That's good. Is there anything there? Dos Caros, original Dos Caros is retired. Bruce Hart is retired. Big Vito, he's gone as well. That's about it. Johnny Divino, we all know him from TNA. It's a shame, one of the Team Canada members. But the most important part, Taz's contract. AJ Styles needs to heal. You'll get a couple of weeks off anyway, and our rating was a 578, the same as last week. I'll quickly negotiate Taz's contract, just the same. Hopefully we'll take that. Hopefully nobody will try and pinch him. I'm looking at you, Ring of Honor. Prestige is at 70 now. Momentum is at 79. We're still the 6th biggest company in the world. I think Dragon Gate, as I say, is taking over us, and pretty sure Ring of Honor's gonna. Size-wise, Southwest is up to 64, the Southeast is over the 65 bit now, so if we work once more on Southwest, that should take that over. And we can start moving on to the likes of New England and try and progress them over to plus 65. Still no trends. And last but not least, decisions, as we have concluded the development contract of Silesia Sparks, basically just to bring her in as a into development, bringing her in from Ring of Honor just to try and develop her and get her over as a manager. So that is it, guys, for this episode. We are 2 weeks out from Victory Road. Hopefully we'll not lose any more wrestlers before then, and hopefully we'll put together a good pay-per-view for you. So thank you for tuning in, guys. This was 21 Maxwell, and I'll speak to you again real soon. Bye bye.